Adjectives that make comparisons. When you have smaller adjectives, you add ER on the end to compare two things. So old becomes older. I am older than you. Cheap becomes cheaper. When you have longer adjectives that are comparing two things, you put more on the front of it. Beautiful becomes more beautiful. Difficult becomes more difficult. Also, when you have two-syllable adjectives that have ing or ed, ful, or less on the end, you need to put more in front of that. More tired, more boring. When you have adjectives that compare three or more things, you add est onto the ends of the smaller ones. So old becomes oldest. I am the oldest person here. Cheap becomes cheapest. Then when you have longer adjectives, you have to put most in front of those. So beautiful becomes most beautiful. Difficult becomes most difficult. When you have adjectives ending in E, you just add an R or an ST. Or in other words, you drop the E and then add ER or EST. When you have one vowel and one consonant, you have to double the consonant. So for the word big, it becomes bigger with two G's and biggest with two G's. Adjectives ending in Y have IER and IEST. So happy becomes happier and happiest. Of course, remember that rule where it has to have consonants before the Y. So here are some examples of comparing with adjectives. So we have the word short. She is short. You compare to. I am shorter than Andrew. Compare three or more. I am the shortest in my family. You have the word high. Comparing to. The bird flew higher than the duck. You compare three. That is the highest mountain I know. All right, so cold. January is colder than October, coldest. But February is the coldest month of all. So you're comparing smaller words with ER and EST. When you have the longer adjectives, you have interesting. Your story is more interesting than mine, or most interesting. But Bob's story is the most interesting of all. Or beautiful. Your dog is more beautiful than my dog. Granted, I don't have a dog. Or most beautiful. But Sally's dog is the most beautiful of all. All right, so you are going to be practicing these skills. It's going to be on two separate lessons. I'm going to assign it all on Tuesday. You can work on it on Tuesday and Wednesday if you want, however you want to spread it out. I'll have, this is going to be practice. I'll have the answers attached to my email, but don't use the answers till after you practice it because it kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? All right? Have fun working with adjectives.